On this edition of Cosmo Times,
we take the wraps off of some exquisite sculptures, and our New York team discovers a hyper-realist sculpture in the Big Apple.
Let's take a look.
Carole Furman's hyper-realist work has spanned across 4 decades and has gained her international recognition and attention. Furman sculpts figures out of bronze, resin, and marble. Furman works on her sculptures in both her Manhattan and Jersey City studios. We decided to check out what was going on in her Lower West Side.
When I go to museums and look at contemporary art, you usually see doom and gloom and all the social and political statements of our times, which are pretty scary. So with my art, I'm trying to portray health, happiness, and the hope of peace and joy.
Carole's techniques are not just your average paintbrush and clay. Carole tells us how she brings life to her sculptures time and time again.
I might do a little sketch, or usually I can visualize the whole thing in my mind. And then I select a model and I put the elements together and I take a lot of photos of the model posing. The sculpture has various meanings and it's multi-level meanings, and also it's a very beautiful balance and harmony, because it portrays without balance in life. The 4 elements: earth, air, water, and fire. And it's from a group of sculptures, I invented the technique of a process called painting with fire.
Now tell me, why are all of them, their eyes look like they're closed?
Because I think, when you look at a sculpture, you don't want them staring back at you. It would kill the moment.
What I'm noticing is that there's a lot of swimmers. Now, do you like to swim? How did you get the idea of a swimmer?
Well, I do love to go to the beach, and I love to go to a swimming pool. But I don't know if it's the actual act of swimming. I love the water, and I love to watch people swim. I'm not too keen on getting my head wet. I feel that the pieces tell a universal story, and the water carries the universal message. It's called Christina.
Hey, that's my name.
Really?
Yes.
She's big, yeah, like that. When I get this finished and I sand it, I have to make some changes in the hand, the position of the hand. I'll be making a mold. Crystals, diamond dust crystals, and it's called Shower. Brand new. This is proof. The towel, her bathing suit, the goggles, the hat is sculpted out of epoxy and painted to look real. And I've done this piece in stainless steel and bronze, painted bronze also for outdoors. This is an indoor one.
So you were given a very distinguished award at the Beijing Olympics. Can you tell me a little bit about that award?
Just being invited to Beijing to participate in the Beijing Biennale was a great honor. So I went to Beijing, and when I got there, I found that my sculpture, Survival of Serena, was right in front of the museum. And they announced the grand prize, first prize for the entire Biennale, and they announced my name. And I was so amazed, and I walked up to the stairs and all the cameras were going. It was pretty special.
As Carole and I discussed during our interview, Carole uses her sculptures to ultimately spread the message of happiness, health, and survival to the world. Thanks for watching this episode of Cosmo Times. I'm Christy Clever.